students at College ke-6 about their studying method after 5 o'clock. Okay, they have done a group studies there, and we have interviewed them, and they have shared some of their experience with us. Okay, my name is Nur Sakina binti Yusri, and my matrix ID is 194655.
Okay, my name is Siti Aisyah binti Abdullah and my matric ID is 192931.
My name is Siti Nur Fatihah binti Muhammad Sharif and my matric number is 194129.
My name is Nur Aina Mardia binti Muhammad Nawi. My matrix number is 192300.
My name is Lim Ting Wan and my matrix number is 194041.
Shazanul Hakim bin Muhammad Arif, and my matrix number is 192584.
Okay, let's proceed.
There are many problems when we interview the student. Okay. This is because everyone willing to cooperate in the interview. This is because they can speak English, so it's hard for them to answer the question that we given them at the interview. Besides that, their confidence level is too low. They don't believe themselves until they can't speak and answering the question that we given to them. So
Not everyone are proficient in English, so when they have low proficiency in English, so they think that they can't speak well, and that's why maybe they doesn't want to cooperate with us to be the interviewee. Yeah. Okay, next, Shazwan.
So we overcome this problem by approach the interviewer in a friendly and outgoing manner to make the interview sessions more fun and not tense. We don't want to conduct the interview in the tense situations. We want it to be more flexible and more fun. If we be more formal, in the interview will be more tense and not suitable to be conducted, since we doing the interview in the evening when people stress out from their studies, jobs and assignment.
Agree with that. I really agree.
Okay. The bright side of this course is that we as a student were able to improve our confidence level and our social skills. Why I say this is because we were able to meet new people, in other words strangers. When we first met each other, we don't know each other, as we are all from different faculty, different course and different college. So for as a starter, we all felt the awkwardness between us, and it is not easy to conduct the discussion between us. But as the time goes by, we all were able to conduct the interview in professionally. And the other one is that when we conduct the interview, we might disrupt the study session done by the students that we interview. So we will be rejected by the students to interview them, but fortunately they were able to cooperate with us and make our job easier. So as we interview the students that have done the discussion, we were able to gain a new level of confidence, as we were able to speak up our mind to a complete stranger to us and got an accurate information about their method on studying. And at the same time, we were able to improve our social skill and able to instill it in our daily life. And as a university student, it is a need to communicate with others without getting nervous in order to conduct our daily life smoothly.
That's great fun from you.
Thank you.
The next is Liam.
Okay, throughout this interview, I found that I learned something from this interview is like how we can prepare for our group discussion. First is time management. Time is really important and essential for this group discussion. Like we need to discuss when is everyone free and the time meet and together for a group discussion. And like for example, for me, night time is suitable for us, which our lecturers mostly end at 5 o'clock or 6 p.m. Okay. Other than that, to prepare a group discussion, we need to prepare for our topic, what are we going to do for today, and how effective are we going to be for today. Like for example, we want to study for 1 to 2 chapter today, so we need to prepare ourselves before the group discussion and for the study. If we don't do that, it will be very hard for the process, which like everyone is not effective, and we need to like push ourselves, discuss throughout the process. We will be like delaying our time, consume a lot of time. And other than that, what I learned is, okay, the last point for the how to prepare for group discussion is our attitudes towards the studies and our friends. It is important because if everyone is like not helping in the group discussion, all the process will be like delaying. It's not effective at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, for me, I will tell you about the benefits of the group studies. From interviewing the students who did the group study, we discovered that it is a very good studying method. Group studies is a very good studying method rather than studying alone. Because when we did group studies with our friends, it helped us to generate ideas, and it also contribute to critical thinking, right? Critical and creative thinking. Okay, for instance, when you are discussing with your friends, and you will tend to think out of the box, and when it is a very good thing to think out of the box, since we are university students and we need to be creative, and we need to think more critical than students from high school or even primary school. Some of them have rather good mentality than as the university students. So from group studies, when we discussing with our friends and we did the brainstorming thing, it helped us to think more creative and critical. Besides that, group studies also improve communication skills with friends, because when we are doing group studies, we are seated in a group and we need to communicate with each other. We need to talk with each other, we need to understand each other, and this is the best way, and this is also the best way to create bonding with friends. Group studies is good for our studies and also good for our communication skills.
And also we can improve our body language. Okay. And as for me, okay, why between group discussion and studying alone, which one is better? Okay, as we already know, studying alone will help us to become more focused in our study. But I will choose group discussion. Why? Because group discussion can helps you to expand access to information, as group study allows us for varied views, insights, and information to be shared in one place. The sharing creates an open discussion and enhance your thinking skills. As what Kina said just now, she said that if we do group discussion, one of the benefits of group discussion is you will start to improve yourself by thinking outside of the box. Why? As for now, lots of questions for the students, even in primary schools itself until university. The government prepare us lots and also tons of questions about high order thinking skills questions, and that is the reason why we need to think outside of the box. We have to start to improve ourselves and become more and more open-minded person. Okay, next, why group discussion is better than studying alone? Because group discussion can help us to boost motivation. group study time is a great opportunity for effective review. Create mock tests. We can quiz each other. As for example, as for me, we did learn kenegaraan. Kenegaraan is kind of like the
Malaysian studies.
yes, Malaysian studies, and also what is wajib? It's like
All students are
stop. Okay, just like I was saying before. As for example, Kenegara is a compulsory subject for every first year students. I think it's
first year,
for
all university
all
students
university
can take it
students.
also.
It was like we need to learn. We need to learn back our history and also kind of political things and things like that. And okay, if we do group discussion, I mean like subject just kindergarten subject is kind of a subject that have lots of topics kind of like a heavy topic. It was like a heavy subject. So since it was a compulsory and every student needs to learn it, so we can try to do a group discussion by dividing every topic to each one of our group members to study and revise, and we will try to discuss and quiz one another and also tell each other what's happened in the topics itself. Okay, and then we after we discuss and we try to memorize each topic and each topic in that particular subject, we can help each other to memorize and to to recall every little things that our lecturer has told us. Yeah, I think that's all.
If I may add what they have been said, okay, both Kina and Shasha said that the benefits of group studies, but there are those students who prefer to study alone because sometimes they are easily distracted by unnecessary information, or they were able to focus more on the subject when they are alone. So what we were trying to convey is that we were not trying to force you to do group discussions. We just telling you the benefits of group discussion, and of course those who prefer to study alone also have their own benefits. What we were trying to say is that you must find your own way in order the best way for you to excel in your study, the best method to study in order to excel your study as a university student.
You need to know about yourself, whether you are good in studying alone or in group studies. Okay. In conclusion, we learned that some of UPM students they do group discussion after 5 since most of them are free that time. And
After that time,
it is a great thing to do when they feel tense with their studies and they think that they can't study alone and they need their friends' support and their friends to help them with their studies.
Their friends' ideas.
Yeah.
that's what good friends are for, right?
Yeah.
We need to find a group, right? Okay, thank you. That's all.